Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today is like video number one in a two-video series, I think, trying to troubleshoot this ABS light. It's an intermittent light, although it's on most of the time, just like it is right now. Today, I'm going to read the codes, show you how to do that, show you how to test the pump, and see if we can figure out what the problem is. In my case, it's not a wheel speed sensor, so I think we're going to head down the road of replacing the pump, and that's probably what video number two is going to be. So of course you could get a scan tool. You can rent one from AutoZone for 150 bucks. You can buy one yourself for 300 bucks that will let you read ABS codes. You plug it into the OBD2 port, but you don't have to on the Subaru. You can actually read the code yourself, and let me show you how to do that. So you do have to be comfortable with confined spaces. This is obviously the driver's footwell, and on the left-hand side there are a bunch of wires hanging down, and there's this bundle right here that, like, oh, why are these not connected to anything? Well, they are diagnostic connectors. And in my case, these had never been used by previous owners. So these were actually taped up into the wire harness way up there. So I had to fish them down and take apart some electrical tape to get these down. Now, also taped up with those harnesses are these two little wires that are actually grounding wires. And you should be able to find those as well. And they will actually go into the black connector here is what you need for the ABS. If you don't have these, you can actually insert anything into the socket that we're going to be using and ground it to the car, and that should do the same thing. Now, to read the ABS code, you're going to take that one grounding wire and put it in the bottom right socket. It's actually socket number 6. And looking at the connector, the black part at the top is what I'm calling the top of the connector. So the bottom right is where that grounding connection is going to go. With that grounding connection made, you then turn the car on. You saw the ABS light flash real quick, and now it's going into a flashing sequence, and that's the sequence that's got the code. It does long pulses and short pulses. So there's one long one, one short one, one long one, two long ones, three long ones, one short one, and it repeats, one long one, one short one. So that's 11. So the long pulse is 10, the short pulse is 1. So I've got one long pulse and short pulse, so that's 11, and that means you're starting the sequence, so that's like a blank. Then I've got 3 long ones and a 1, so that's 30 plus 1, so that's code 31. And then it goes back to 11, so it tells me there are no other codes. So the only code stored in here is code 31. So I have to go figure out what that means. You can find quite a few references online, and also in the factory service manual, it will tell you what each of the codes means. If you're lucky, one of the code or codes will all be in the 20s, because that'll mean it's one of your speed sensors, or maybe more than one. And those are pretty easy to replace, and they're not all that expensive, I don't think, and it's much simpler to resolve. Unfortunately, in the 30s, you get to the inlet valves and the solenoids of the ABS pump module. So code 31 is the right front inlet valve. So the problem is either in the valve itself, according to the car, which is part of the pump module, or it's in the solenoid that controls the valve, which is in the electronics unit. Either way, it points to probably having to replace the pump control module. But you don't have to guess, because there's actually a diagnostic procedure in the factory service manual that you can get online, and I'll show it to you here as well. And that walks you through some steps on how to disconnect the wire harness to the pump control module, test a few different things, and it should help you isolate the problem. Unfortunately, I've done that already, and according to the factory service manual procedure, the problem is in the pump module. And you're probably also wondering, how can I clear those ABS codes? Because one of the first things you want to do is clear the code and see if it comes back. You can do that down here as well. Have the grounding connector into terminal number 6 on that black connector. Turn the car on, it'll go back and start flashing the ABS code at you. But then remove the ground terminal 3 times and reinsert it. And every time you reinsert it, leave it in for at least 0.2 seconds. But you're going to put it in, take it out 3 times, all within 12 seconds. And that will clear the codes, and you should see the ABS light on the dash panel go away. But I'm not going to give up that easily. I want to do one last thing. I want to run a diagnostic on the pump, see if it sounds like the pump is working properly. And then I'll bleed the brakes, and I've got a video on how to do that, but I'll bleed and flush the brakes to see if that resolves the problem. And then if that doesn't do it, we'll probably end up having to replace the ABS unit. So to do a diagnostic on the pump, you're back underneath the driver's side footwell, and you're going to use that same diagnostic connector, but this time you're going to use those two grounding wires. You're going to put one into that number 6 position like you used to read the codes, and then you're going to use one in the number 1 position, the bottom left, in order to get it to go into a diagnostic mode. So now we're going to turn the car on. The ABS light will come on for the diagnostic, and as soon as the ABS light goes out, slam on the brakes as hard as you can. Don't touch the gas pedal or the clutch, and that will run the diagnostic. So now after you run the test, if you don't have any codes, the ABS light will disappear and stay out. I still have the code, so the code comes back. And of course, once you're done with all your troubleshooting, make sure you disconnect, turn off the car, take out those 2 or 1 grounding terminals in there, make sure those plugs, diagnostic plugs, are completely empty, so that way your car will run like normal. One last thing with that diagnostic, it actually is also how you can bleed the ABS pump. So if you're going to do a complete flush and bleed of the entire system, you can do that, break the ABS diagnostic to also bleed out the air that's in the ABS module. As for me, I checked the codes, I cleared the codes, and the codes came back, so I checked it again. It's number 31, it's that right front inlet valve. I bled the brakes and flushed everything out. Thought maybe that would solve the problem. I did the diagnostic on the pump. Maybe there's air in the pump. Try to bleed the air out. Did all those things. Nothing has stopped the code from coming back. So at this point, there's definitely a fault somewhere in the pump unit or the control unit, and I think we're going to have to do a pump unit replacement. But that will be another video. Hopefully this video has been helpful. I know it's been a little helter-skelter here, but just trying to show you all the things that I've learned trying to diagnose ABS on this 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. Hope the video is helpful. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel for part 2, where I go and do some maintenance and hopefully get these codes resolved.